This class can be performed on either your mat or your board. So I'll just give you a little bit of time to get settled in here. You can either come to a seated, comfortable position, or you can relax down into corpse pose. And just begin to notice your breath. Notice how fast you are breathing. And just gently close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your surroundings. And now back to your breath. Notice if your inhales are longer than your exhales. And just concentrate on slowing your breath down. Now become aware of yourself resting here in this space. Allowing yourself to fully arrive either on your mat or your board. This is your space, right here in this moment. Your nurturing space where you are free from all responsibilities. Here you can enjoy the freedom of just being you. And when you're ready now, just gently opening your eyes, taking in your surroundings, tuning into yourself, and gently making your way to a kneeling position. So if this is too hard on your knees, you can also come to any seated, comfortable position. Bringing your awareness to your breath once more. We're going to come into a flow using the lotus mudra. So bring your hands to heart. Inhale, bringing your hands up, keeping the thumb and the little finger together, separating into lotus mudra. As you bring your arms out, interlock them behind you and exhale as you fold forward, bringing your third eye to the floor. So sitting back up, and we'll repeat again. Bringing hands to heart. Inhale, bring your hands up into lotus mudra, send it to the sky. Bringing hands behind you, interlock them behind your back and fold forward, bringing your third eye to the board or the floor. Inhale, coming back up. And then exhale, hands to heart. So keep going with this flow. Inhaling, Lotus Mudra, send it up towards the sky. Bringing the hands behind your back, interlock fingers, and exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, coming back into a seated position. And then bringing hands and your knees to the board into our tabletop. Ready for cat and cow flow. So as we exhale, we round our back, tuck our chin into cat. And inhaling, arching up, looking towards the sky into our cow. So in this pose, our wrists are directly under our shoulders. Our knees are stacked directly under our hips. So the next pose we're going to come into is our balancing table. So coming back to tabletop, extend your right leg and your left arm straight out, keeping them in line with your body. We're actively reaching out through our fingertips and our toes. So as we exhale, bringing the elbow and the knee together. Inhale, extend, and exhale to crunch. Inhale to extend, and then exhale, releasing back to the board. So now we'll change sides. So inhale to extend that left leg and right arm, and then exhale to crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bringing your elbow and your knee together. So our eyes are looking straight down. We're really firmly using our core to stay strong in this pose. So we don't want to be rocking the back or the hips. So from here, coming up into our downward facing dog, just pedal through the feet to loosen up through those calf muscles gently. So we're relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, and just keep pedaling the feet until you feel your calf muscles gently loosen. If you like, you can press both heels into the board. And now we're coming down into extended child's pose. So bring your knees and your hands back to the board and sink your buttocks towards your heels. Now we'll come into some buttock work. So just lifting that right leg up, keeping the knee bent, and then circle it around in large circles. So really pressing into your hands, lifting that space up between your shoulder blades, and circling that knee around, keeping the circles nice and wide. So we're exhaling as the leg comes forward. And then stepping that right foot all the way forward, coming into our lizard pose. So also, if you like, there's an option of coming down to your elbows to deepen that stretch through your hip flexors. So the choice is yours. You can either stay up on your hands here, you can come up onto blocks if you feel you need to, or you can sink right down into the full pose on your elbows. Now coming back up, extending that right leg now, flexing your toes back towards you, coming into our half split. So you should feel the stretch through your hamstrings. And then coming back to lizard, stepping that right leg back, get ready to change sides. So extending your left leg up and then coming into the circles. So inhaling up, exhaling forward and down, inhaling back and up, exhaling forward and down. So keep the core nice and tight and try and make the movement as little as possible through your hips. Now stepping that left leg forward into lizard, and again taking whatever option you want to. So if you would like, coming down onto your elbows, sinking through the hips, just holding, breathing and releasing here. Just relaxing into the pose, feeling those hip flexors gently loosen. And now coming up, extending your left leg out, flexing that left foot back towards you, coming into our half split. And then stepping that leg back and sinking your hips back into the extended child's pose. Relax here for a few breaths, sinking through the shoulders. And from here, make your way back up, tuck your toes, and then bring yourself into downward facing dog. So see if you can try and press the heels into the board now. And then as you inhale, raise that left leg up, bend the knee, open up through the hips. And as you exhale, step your right leg forward. So inhale, coming up into our warrior one, extending your arms out. And then as you exhale, bring your arms horizontal, seeing if you can bring it into warrior two. And keep going with this flow. So inhale, warrior one, exhale, warrior two. So as you are breathing into warrior one, your hips are facing over that front knee. As you come into warrior two, your hips rotate to the side. So keep going with this movement. And then exhale, see if you can come forward just to challenge yourself a little bit more. So inhaling up and exhaling, folding forward, holding here for a moment, feeling the strength in that right leg, keeping you strong, keeping you stable. Exhale, folding forward. Now bring your arms back to warrior two and just cartwheel your hands back to the board, stepping that right leg back. Now inhale, lift that right leg, and as you exhale, sink your chest towards the board, press up through your hands into our cobra. Then tucking your toes, coming through that flow again on the opposite side. So inhale, lifting that left leg up, bend at the knee, open up through that hip joint. And then as you exhale, stepping that left foot to the front of the board, coming into our lunge. Inhale, coming up into warrior one, extending the hands to the sky. Exhale into warrior two, bringing your arms horizontal to your shoulders. Now keep going with the flow. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. So this is an extremely hard pose to do on the board. It takes a lot more core work than what it would on a normal mat. So it's a great strengthener pose on your mat as well as on the board. So keep going. So this time, as we exhale, we're going to fold forward over that left knee and inhale back up. So you really have to engage your core strongly to do this pose. So inhale, come up. We'll do one more like this, really testing your strength. Exhale, and then inhale back up, bringing your hands back to warrior two and cartwheeling them back to either the board or your mat, stepping that left foot back. And now lifting that left leg and sinking your chest in towards the board, coming straight into either up dog or cobra. Take your pick. And now sinking down fully, bringing your forehead to the board. Take your right arm, bend your right knee, and take your right ankle with your right hand, pressing your foot in towards your sit bones. So now we're stretching out through that right quadricep muscle, feeling the release after we've just worked them. It's a lovely, relaxing stretch. And now change sides. So if you are doing this at home and you can't quite reach your foot with your hand, you can also use a strap and wrap it around your ankle and hold it with that hand, and you can also do this stretch that way. So take whatever option serves you best. And just relax and release through the left quadricep muscle here. Relaxing your shoulders. And now see if you can reach your right arm around, taking hold of the fronts of both of your feet, coming up into our bow pose. So to do bow a little easier, you just press the fronts of your feet in towards your hands. And keep lifting through your chest. Now gently release back to the board, tuck your toes, step back into downward facing dog. Now we're going to flow with the breath. So inhale here into plank. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. So keeping the core nice and strong. Flow with your breath. Inhale to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then coming back to your knees. Sink in through your hips, coming into our extended child pose. Take a break here for a moment. Breathing, relaxing through your shoulders. And now coming back into tabletop. Inhale, raise that right arm up. As you exhale, we're going to thread it underneath your left shoulder, bringing your right shoulder, your right elbow and your right cheek to the board. So here we're coming into thread the needle pose. This is a wonderful pose for your upper back and your shoulders. So coming back to the board, inhale, this time your left arm. As you exhale, thread it under your left shoulder, bringing your left arm and your left cheek to the board, relaxing and breathing, releasing through the shoulder joint. Now when you're ready, coming back to tabletop, tucking toes into downward facing dog. Inhale, raising that right leg. And as we exhale, we're going to place the knee between our hands, coming into pigeon. So the knee is between both hands. Our left leg is extended out. The top of our foot is flat on the board. And if you want to, you can just walk your hands forward and come into our sleeping pigeon. So relaxing your forehead down. You can take an option of stacking your fists one on top of each other and placing your forehead on top of them. So whatever serves you. Also, if your hips are really tight, you may like to place a cushion or a pillow just underneath the outer hip there, just to give you a little bit more support. So when you're ready, gently making your way back up to a seated position, and we're going to swing that left leg around to the outside of your right knee. Inhale your arm up, placing your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. And as you exhale, twist to the left, looking over your left shoulder. So we're coming into a seated twist here. This is a really good one for rejuvenating and detoxifying all of your abdominal muscles. So hold here and breathe and relax. And then coming back to center, extend that left leg back out, bringing your right leg back, coming back into downward facing dog. So now extend that left leg out. As you exhale, sit it through, bringing your left knee in between your hands, extending your right leg out, and then gently walking your arms forward to come into our sleeping pigeon on the opposite side. So again, take whatever option you would like here. If you need more support, grab a cushion or a block. So we should really feel this stretch in our piriformis muscle, which is on this one would be in our left glute. We should be feeling this stretch, and also through our hip flexors. And just hold it here, breathing, letting go. And then gently coming back to a seated position, bringing that right leg forward now, taking your right ankle on the outside of your left thigh. Inhale that left hand up, and as you exhale, bring it to the outside, twisting, looking over your right shoulder, and holding here. So as you inhale, reaching up through the crown, extending through your spine. As you exhale, twist a little bit more. And now bring yourself back to center. Bring both the soles of your feet to the board, keeping knees bent, laying back, making sure your belly button, if you're on the board, is over the handle. You may even want to inch forward a little bit more. And from here, bend your knees, press into the board, coming into our plow pose. So from here, take your hands, support your back gently, bending your knees. See if you can extend your legs towards the sky, coming into our shoulder stand. So point your toes, really extend up through your toes, just keeping those elbows nice and wide and keeping the hands just on your lower back around your hips for support here. And holding and breathing gently. Exhale, bring your knees back to your chests and come back to the board. Now extend your legs out here and then bend that left leg, hug it in towards your chest. Place your left ankle on your right knee and press that left knee away from you, opening up through the left hip joint. And now take hold of your right thigh or your right shin and hug your knees in towards your chest. Coming into our sleeping pigeon. And just relax and breathe. Enjoy the stretch. We've done all the hard work now. Now it's time to relax. And returning your feet to the board will change sides. So now placing that right ankle on the left leg, pressing your right knee away from you with your right hand, opening up through the right hip flexor here. Enjoying the stretch and enjoying the sunshine if you're outdoors. And now take hold of either the back of your left thigh or your left shin and hug your legs in towards you. So now we're bringing the stretch through our left buttock, our piriformis muscle. And just hold it here and gently breathe and release. Just let your body relax. And now bring both of your feet back to the board, bend them again and hug both knees in towards your chest. Now you may like to rock from side to side and massage your spine into either your mat or your board. Feeling any tension left in your spine, gently release. And now extend your legs and arms out, coming into our relaxation. So if you need to, grab a jumper or a blanket. So this meditation is designed for you to experience the healing power and energy of the sun as you imagine it warming and relaxing you. So just close your eyes and go within yourself to settle your body, your mind, and your heart. So focusing on your breath, allow yourself to become more and more at ease with yourself. Allow yourself to become as relaxed and comfortable as you can. Let your body feel supported by the ground beneath you or the water beneath you. And slowly begin to see or feel yourself lying in a grassy meadow with the sun shining its golden rays gently upon you. Let yourself soak in these warm rays, taking in the healing power and the life-giving energy of the sunshine. This magnificent ball of light has been a sustaining source of energy for millions of years and will be an energy source for millions of years to come. This ancient sun is the same sun which shined down upon the dinosaurs, upon our ancestors, and it now shines upon the earth and brings warmth to us all. Picture it shining now. As the sun's rays gently touch your skin, allow yourself to feel the warmth and energy flow slowly through your body, pulsing through your bones, sending healing light to your organs, flowing to your tissues, recharging every system. And now, settling into your innermost being, your heart center. Sense your heart center glowing with this radiant energy. If you wish, give it a color. Take a few moments to allow this warm and healing energy to reach your innermost being. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. As this healing energy grows and expands, allow yourself to see, feel, and sense this energy surrounding your being, growing and growing. Allow this energy to further fill the room, this building, surrounding the town, spreading through the state, to our country, and out into the worlds, and finally throughout the universe. Reaching and touching and blessing all. Find a safe place within you to keep this healing and powerful energy. A place to keep it protected and within your reach. Now give yourself permission to get in touch with this energy whenever you wish. With the warmth of this energy in your being, bring your awareness back to the present moment and back to your surroundings. And begin now to make gentle movements with your fingers and your toes. Maybe bringing it through to your wrists and your ankles. And take a big breath in. Reach your arms up over your head, extending them up. Reaching through your fingertips and your toes. Take a big stretch here. And then if you like, maybe folding your knees in towards your chest, giving your legs a big hug. And when you're ready, just gently rolling to one side and relax there for a moment. Now, gently making your way to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Bringing your hands to heart, rubbing your palms together, place them over your eyes. And now, opening your eyes beneath your palms. Release your hands by your side, finding no bad thoughts in your head or your heart. Just love, peace and happiness for everyone and everything. Namaste.